Oh, hey there. Well, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about the Adidas Velosambas. Is it worth buying them? Well, I'm going to let you know by the end of this video. Yo, I hope you're all doing very well. Like I said at the beginning of this video, we're going to be talking about the Adidas Velosambas Vegan Edition and what they're like to ride. So today we're going to go over the pros, the cons, my experience of riding with these over the many miles that I've done with them, and what they're like overall, whether I think you should buy them. But yeah, before we get on to today's episode, I am Dan and I like to escape on my bikes and do various other adventures. If that's something you like the sound of, then please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel as it helps a lot and I appreciate it so much. But yeah, let's go out and ride with these now. So let me tell you about the experience I've had with these shoes. They've been actually really good to ride in. I've done close to 100 miles now, which is pretty impressive, seeing as, you know, they are just a casual shoe. I've done some really long rides, you know, trading around Richmond in them, went to Biggin Hill, which was like a 50-mile ride in them, and they held up pretty well. Obviously I had some complaints, but I'll get into that when it comes to the cons. But yeah, overall, I've just had great experience, and yeah, they're really good shoe to try out for your first time, you know. So I actually made a clip in for the first time video with these shoes. So if you haven't seen that, then hit one of the top right corners of this video and then you can go watch that. And here's my cat, Millhouse. Look at the bottom of this sole, it's flat, so it means you can easily slide into the clip. Whereas on my pro shoes, they've got a bit of a grip underneath, so it means it's a bit harder to slide your cleat in, so you kind of have to know where the cleat is and stamp in. Whereas this, look at that, smooth underneath. And also, I've been walking around in these quite a lot. I did a shift the other day where I was on my feet the whole day, and I was walking around in them fine. Really comfortable shoe. But yeah, I think the only niggle is when you are walking around them normally, you can feel the cleat on the sole of your feet. So at the end of the day, I was feeling a bit of a, not say soreness, but awareness that there was a cleat there the whole day. But it shows that you can walk in them. I guess when it comes to concrete, that's where it starts to, I wouldn't say hinder its performance, but you'll notice it a bit more because of the stones. Obviously they can touch the cleat and you'll hear that crunching sound, which can annoy some people, but for me it was fine, because obviously when I'm walking in my pro shoes, they're really stiff and I have to kind of walk weirdly, whereas this, I can walk like a comfortable shoe. So I wanted to talk about the pros of these shoes. But the first big thing is they look so stylish. You know, it's hard to find a really good looking cycling shoe. What I've noticed out there is they don't really look that nice. And I think that's what Adidas is doing. It's trying to make a good sneaker into a cycling shoe. And they've achieved that, you know. It performs well, it's comfortable to walk around in, and also it's just really stylish. Also, this one being made from vegan leather, so they've really tapped into a market there. So people who are into veganism, this is a great shoe for you. They did originally come out with the leather version, so it's nice to see them thinking forward. Also coming plastic free. What else? It's also got these straps here, so they're attached to the tongue, and you can tuck your spare laces under there. So any excess lace, so you don't get it caught in the chain, you can just go under here, and there you go. So it's neatly tied away. Considering it's a road cleat shoe, they don't feel too heavy on, and yeah, you can walk all day in it, as I proved. So let's talk about the cons of the shoe. So one of the biggest cons personally I think about the shoe are the adjustability of it. On my pro shoe I've got the boa lace system, so I can easily adjust those on the fly. This has got, you know, traditional laces, which is hard to do when you're clipped in. You either have to stop riding, unclip, then pull over, untie your laces. There's a train going by. Let me finish that first. So yeah, you have to untie your laces to kind of get that right fit with that. Whereas on, you know, pro shoes, they do have that adjustability that you can do on the fly. Another big con is the sizing with Adidas. Usually I run a 7 in most of my shoes. That's a UK 7 by the way. And this, I've gone up to a 7.5, but I feel like I could have gone up to an 8. And I think that's where Adidas, you really have to try and choose. I don't know, my toes are right at the edge. I could have probably done with an 8 just to get it a bit looser on the sides, because it is quite tight here. And I've noticed on those long distance rides, I've started getting numb in my toes during that area. So, you know, if you're going to be doing long distance in these shoes, then maybe get a size up just to see how comfortable it is. But it's worth trying them on in the shop first if you can, or ordering 2 sizes above, maybe a half size above or a full size above, and just seeing which one you prefer. And the third con is breathability of these shoes. These aren't very breathable, so on hot summer days my feet do tend to sweat and swell up. There's no air holes for breathability, so that is a big con with these shoes. So, you know, they're not really built for endurance and long riding. So, you know, if you want something like that, then you probably would be swaying towards a performance shoe with that breathability and that adjustability. So would I recommend these shoes? Personally, yes, I would. I would 100% recommend these, especially if you're vegan and you want a clip-in shoe, then yes. If you want something that's performance, then maybe these aren't the ones for you, just because of that adjustability and also the breathability on longer rides and on a hot day. I did one on the Bontrager XXX shoe, so check that out if you want to see what a 350-pound shoe is like. I've enjoyed riding with them, commuting in them, and even doing some long distance. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of the Adidas Velosambas Vegan Edition? Would you wear them? Would you rock them? Or would you just prefer the performance shoe and then run in your casual trainer and wear like a flat pedal on one side and clipping on the other? Let me know if that's something that you prefer to do. You know, there's so many different options out there now, and I think I do like that Adidas are pushing the boat when it comes to design, and if only that would follow suit in more of their performance shoes. And also other companies should follow suit as well. That's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as it helps a lot and I appreciate it so much. Hope you're all staying safe, staying positive, having fun, and I shall see you in the next one. It's first dog poop.